Hi everyone. So when we left off, we had just finished doing at least all the piping in the bathroom. Unfortunately, we had noticed that there is also a leak in the pipe that goes from our bathroom sink to the same kind of water system. So we are going to have to knock down that wall to get to that pipe to replace that as well. During this process, though, we had to bring in buckets, like one or two at a time, to put dirt in and then to put gravel in. And we had to step on it to smush it down and kind of just like wiggle everything to make sure it was in the proper place. Now, I'm sure you're noticing that I'm only doing like 2 or 3, maybe 4 scoops at a time to put in these buckets. Well, let me just tell you that for one, this clay stuff is really heavy, and for two, because my father left and he went back to Alaska to do gold mining and to help my sister out, I only had like the kids to help me move buckets in and out of the house while my husband worked inside to make sure everything was squished down and even and put in correctly. Unfortunately, the bathroom is going to have to wait till July to be completely finished because we just don't have the proper equipment to get it done, and my husband just doesn't have the time off work to help finish that project as it is. I was in charge of demoing the rest of the bathroom tile, so the stuff on the walls I got to take off. There was tile on the floor inside the bathroom and then outside by the bathroom sink that I had to remove. The stuff by the bathroom sink was incredibly hard to get up. They put mortar down, so it was coming up in pieces and just like flying all over the place. I did actually accidentally stab myself with some of the tile, and it bruised me pretty good, and yeah, it sucked. I bled everywhere. All this is us changing the access point to the lower part of the water heater from the master closet to the garage area. My husband did finish taking down the rest of the awning, just like the underside of it, to clear it up. While he was doing that, I did notice that some of the nails looked really weird. I don't know who the hell did this job, but look at this. Looks like trash. It's just ridiculous. So we're gonna have to redo the under part of the awning, which shouldn't be too much of a big deal. But again, this is probably gonna have to be a project that waits till July when we have a little bit more free time. In the front yard, there was this old stump that was just rotted. It was full of termites, so I decided to take it out, and then my husband came out and helped me take the rest of it out. I did plant some roses in there, but I'm pretty sure the rabbits came and ate all the leaves and killed my freaking rose bushes because they're just not doing very good right now. This other part is the other garden area that I cleaned up. It's just a different angle of it and a nicer looking, or a nicer look of what I did. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. This pool has been the bane of my existence, or at least it was for 2 weeks. Originally, when we bought the house and I looked under the covering of the pool, I thought it was 5 feet across the entire length, and that's not the case. It's about 12 feet deep at the deep end. Now, we had to pump out all the water, which took about 48 hours out of the deep end. And then once that was done, we had to cut up the liner into small enough pieces to get into bags. And there was a random tarp down there that we had to throw away as well. We have to break up the cement at the very bottom of the pool. That way there is drainage for the water in the future when we go to actually fill it in. The kids and I took a couple hours to get these weird stone brick thingies off, and they came off fairly easily. It was just getting the podgy, gluey stuff off that took additional time. But in general, though, this was probably one of the easier projects that we had. So, to me, one of the funner projects of the house and the remodeling is painting. So I was able to go through and paint over these teal walls with an envelope gray, I think is what it's called. My husband absolutely hated the teal, so it needed to go. And I will say, literally every single room in this house has a teal wall. Now, in our master bedroom, I ended up painting all the walls the envelope gray just so it wouldn't be different. And really, if you see here, there's really not that much of a difference between the envelope gray and what they originally had, but just to make it all the same color, that's, you know, I just needed to do that so it would all be cohesive. Now this final picture is of the pool. We are able to put tile in there, like anything like ceramic we can put in there to help with the filling process, but eventually we're going to need to get like gravel, dirt, sand, and stuff like that. But we are also going to have to rent some sort of jackhammer to break up the surrounding cement and eventually roll that into the pool, which is going to help immensely. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we will get a lot more progress done within the next month or two, so the next couple videos will be even more exciting, and hopefully more progress will be done, and hopefully we can get our house functional, because that would be super cool. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.